Hello everyone, how are you? Today you will enjoy a story, The Hundred Dresses by Bsor Ester. The Hundred Dresses is a story of a poor Polish girl named Wanda Petronoski who is an immigrant in America. She is mocked by her classmates at school for always wearing the same old faded blue dress. When she says that she has 100 dresses, she gets bullied by Peggy and Maddie. But after looking at her amazing designs of dresses in the school competition, everybody gets impressed by Wanda's talent. Students, here I have attached a video for your better comprehension. After the video, I will share the learnings with you, so enjoy it with rapt attention.
Bsor Ester was an American children's author. She was born as Eleanor Ruth Rosenfield in West Haven, Connecticut. She worked as a children's librarian until 1941. Her book, Ginger Pie, published in 1951, earned her the Newbery Medal. Some of her other notable works include The Moffats, The Middle Moffat, Rufus M., The 100 Dresses, Pinkie Pie, and The Moffat Museum. She received the Pratt Institute Alumni Medal in 1968 and was nominated for the Laura Ingalls Wilder Award in 1970. The story, The 100 Dresses, First, is a sensitive account of a young girl named Wanda who was bullied and humiliated by her classmates. Here is the summary of the story, The 100 Dresses, First, by Bsor Ester. On Monday, Wanda Petronsky was not in her class seat, but nobody noticed her absence. She usually sat in the corner of room 13, which housed the rough boys. These boys did not score high marks, were the loudest, and sat in the dirtiest section of the room. Wanda was a quiet girl without any friends. She came from Boggin Street, which was the poorest neighborhood in the town. She sat in the corner of room 13, overlooked by everyone. The only time anyone noticed Wanda was after school hours, when they made fun of Wanda. On Wednesday, Peggy and Maddie noticed that Wanda was not in class. The reason they noticed Wanda's absence was because she made them late to class. Peggy was the most popular girl in school, and Maddie was her closest friend. Usually, they waited for Wanda so they could make fun of her. No one in room 13 had a name like Wanda. Wanda came to school alone and wore a faded blue dress. Though her dress was clean, it was wrinkled and loose. Peggy, outwardly polite, would ask Wanda how many dresses she had in her closet. Wanda would reply she had 100 dresses, all made up of silk and velvet. They would let her go and then laugh behind her back. They didn't believe that Wanda, who wore a faded blue dress, had 100 dresses. They would also ask her how many shoes she had. Wanda would reply she had 60 pairs of shoes. The girls again did not believe her, so they would ask Wanda if they were all the same color. Wanda would reply that they were all different colors. Peggy was not a cruel girl. She did not believe that Wanda had 100 dresses and therefore felt justified in making fun of Wanda. Maddie, however, did not feel good about teasing Wanda. Sometimes when Peggy politely mocked Wanda, Maddie would stay quiet. So she was glad when Wanda did not come to school that day. While Maddie worked on an arithmetic problem, she thought about writing a note to Peggy asking her to stop this game. But Maddie was afraid. She imagined how she would feel if Peggy told everyone that she was wearing Peggy's old dress. So she tore the note and hoped Peggy would stop making fun of Wanda. Peggy was the most popular girl in the school, while Wanda was a girl from the poorest part of the town who did not have any friends. Thinking of Wanda's dresses, Maddie thought of the drawing and coloring contest. For girls, the contest was about drawing dresses, and for boys, designing motorboats. She knew Peggy would win the contest since Peggy could draw very well. The next day it was raining, so Peggy and Maddie ran straight to school without waiting for Wanda. Maddie wished Peggy good luck and hoped she would win the contest. When they entered the classroom, they were dazzled by the drawings that had been put up all over the classroom. Miss Mason, their teacher, waited until all the students were gathered in the classroom. Then she announced the winner for the boys' contest. She then informed the class that while most of the girls submitted 1 or 2 drawings, one girl from the class had drawn pictures of 100 dresses. She then happily announced that Wanda Petronsky was the winner of the girls' contest. Though Wanda was not present that day, Miss Mason hoped she would be in class tomorrow to collect the award. For now, Miss Mason asked her students to take a walk around class and admire Wanda's drawings. Maddie, looking around, recognized some of the drawings and whispered excitedly to Peggy. Maddie realized that the drawings were of the same dresses that Wanda had said were lined up in her closet.
So students, what we have learnt here? We have learnt here that people should not indulge in insensitive or cruel actions like bullying or jeering at those who are different. Discrimination against anyone from a different race, caste or religion is quite ruthless and bad. It is disheartening and unjustified. One should always acknowledge and accept others' talent and diligence, not appearance and possessions. And it is a person's inner beauty that makes him or her attractive and not worldly attributes. Now we understand the 100 Dresses second. This is a sequel to the story The 100 Dresses 1. In this part, Wanda leaves the school without giving any prior information to anyone. Miss Mason receives a letter from Wanda's father, Mr. Petronosky. Maddie and Peggy feel sorry for making fun of Wanda and decide to write letters to her. Wanda replies to their letters to show her forgiveness. Now students, once again you will enjoy a video so that we can take out the learning outcomes. Well, enjoy it.
The story continues from the day of the drawing contest. It portrays the effect of the letter written by Wanda's father to Miss Mason. It concludes with the depiction of Wanda's kind and forgiving nature. The summary concludes the story of 100 Dresses second by Bsor Ester. A student brought Miss Mason a note. The class currently was admiring Wanda's sketches. She read the note several times before calling the class to attention. The letter, she informed them, was from Wanda's father. There was an air of anticipation as the class waited for Miss Mason to read the letter. She read it out slowly. In the letter, Wanda's father, Jan, writes saying that Wanda will not attend school anymore. They were moving to a big city. No one will shout insults at them or make fun of their names in the city. Miss Mason sternly hoped that no one in her class hurt Wanda in the manner described by her father. Then she asked the class to reflect on this unfortunate event. After hearing Miss Mason's announcement, Maddie could not concentrate on her lessons. She thought about all the times she had remained silent when Peggy made fun of Wanda. This made her a coward. Maddie decided to find Wanda and make amends. On meeting Wanda, she would congratulate her on winning the contest and then compliment her on the drawings. After school, Peggy suggested they go visit Wanda up at Boggins Heights. Boggins Heights looked quite forbidding in the gloomy, damp November afternoon. As they walked, Peggy told Maddie that at least she hadn't called Wanda a foreigner or made fun of her name. Maddie did not reply. She only hoped to find Wanda and make amends. The Petronskis lived in a little white house. The house looked poor, but it was clean. It also looked empty. The house, Maddie thought, looked like Wanda's dress, old but clean. Peggy and Maddie knocked on the front and back door, but there was no answer. The Petronskis had clearly left for the city. Maddie was deeply affected by Wanda's departure. She thought about all the times she had not stood up for Wanda. On Saturday, Peggy and Maddie wrote a friendly letter to Wanda. They did not receive any reply for quite some time. Peggy started to forget the incident, but poor Maddie felt guilty that she could not make things right with Wanda. She dreamed of standing up to everyone at school, telling them off for teasing Wanda. Then on the last day of school, Miss Mason told the class that she had received a letter from Wanda. In the letter, Wanda asks the teacher to let the girls keep the dresses since she has new ones in her closet now. She asks Miss Mason to give the drawings of the red and blue dresses to Peggy and Maddie. She concludes the letter with wishing everyone Merry Christmas. Peggy is satisfied with the letter, but Maddie is not. She feels that she would never be able to make things right with Wanda. Once home, she pins the drawing to the wall. The drawing covered the torn wallpaper and made her bedroom come alive with vibrant colors. As she admired the drawing, she suddenly noticed that the girl wearing the dress resembled her. She ran over to Peggy's house and asked for the drawing Wanda made for Peggy. Excitedly, she pointed out to Peggy that the girl in the drawing had Peggy's face. By depicting the girls' faces in her drawings, Wanda clearly shows her affection for the girls in her class, even after being made fun of by them.
So here we have understood that we should never make fun of others based on their caste, religion, name, skin tone, or any other ground. We should always abstain from making others feel miserable by our bad behavior. Discrimination on any ground is pathetic. It should not happen. One should respect others' talent and individuality. We should always take a stand for anything wrong happening around us. And compassion and forgiveness are attributes of a good human being. It makes people realize their mistakes. So hopefully you have understood the composition very well. But if you have any doubts in relevance of any topic, so you can text me, you can comment me in the comment section of my channel. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a great day ahead.